Our top focus on WION at this hour. US President Donald Trump launched his Board of Peace in Washington, promising at least $10 billion as Muslim-majority nations offered funding and troops for Gaza. The second phase of US brokered Gaza plan includes the disarmament of Hamas and reconstruction of Gaza. Trump brought together allies from around the world, many authoritarians, with few Western Democrats who traditionally ally with the US for the peacemaking.
But we're honored to be joined today by Prime Minister Rama of Albania. Where is President Milei? You're another one, I'll tell you. Where is President Milei? I endorsed him. I'm not supposed to be endorsing people, but I endorse, when I like people, you know, I've had a very good record of endorsing candidates within the United States. But now I endorse foreign leaders, including Viktor Orban, who's here, and others.
Well, Trump praised allies for making the commitments of funding and troops, but offered no detail on when the pledges would be implemented.
I want to let you know that the United States is going to make a contribution of $10 billion to the Board of Peace.
At least 27 countries have joined the Board of Peace, with Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, each promising at least $1 billion, while Indonesia, Morocco, Kazakhstan, Kosovo and Albania made pledges to send a total of 20,000 troops for a Gaza stabilization force. Additionally, Egypt and Jordan have committed to train 12,000 police officers. India also intends to attend the meeting as an observer. India's chargé d'affaires, Namgyasi Khampa, has represented the country and in observer capacity at this inaugural meeting. Prime Minister Modi had earlier welcomed the efforts of Trump-led Gaza peace plan. However, it remains unclear if India will officially join as a signatory of the Board of Peace.
Today, and I'm pleased to announce that Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, UAE, Morocco, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Uzbekistan, and Kuwait have all contributed more than $7 billion toward the relief package. That's great. Thank you, fellas. Thank you.
Well, Trump's ambitions for the Board of Peace extends from governing and rebuilding Gaza as a metropolis to challenging the United Nations Security Council's role in solving conflicts. But they could be tempered by the realities of dealing with Gaza, where there has so far been limited progress in achieving the narrower aims of the ceasefire.
We have two countries that want to go in and do a number on Hamas. I said, I really don't think I hope it's not going to be necessary, because they made a promise, and they promised me get rid of their weapons. Looks like they're going to be doing that, but we'll have to find out. But it's no longer a hotbed of radicalism and terror.
United Nations has also offered support for the initiative by US President. This is despite Trump projecting the body as a replacement to the organization. Spokesperson to UN Chief Stefan Dujarric has said that the international body will work alongside Trump's Board of Peace as it seeks to rebuild the Gaza Strip. Listen to this.
As we mentioned yesterday, partners said we will work and continue to work for the Board of Peace on Gaza, as it was approved and anointed in a way by the Security Council, and we want things to succeed.
During the meeting, Trump was also joined by Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who faced an awkward moment when Trump asked him to stand up while discussing his so-called mediation skills. He called US President a man of peace and a savior of South Asia, and claimed that Trump had brokered calm between India and Pakistan in 2025. Sharif also praised Trump for what he called an unprecedented ability to end conflicts around the world. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Take a look.
President Trump hosted his first meeting of his new Board of Peace, bringing together representatives from more than 40 countries to discuss post-war Gaza stabilization as well as reconstruction. The headline announcement was that the United States pledged $10 billion, the largest single contribution. Other countries collectively pledged $5 to $7 billion, though that still falls far short from the estimated long-term rebuilding needs and efforts. The group is also exploring the creation of an international stabilization force to help maintain security during this fragile ceasefire. But major questions remain, including how this new body will coexist with the United Nations. Some U.S. allies participated only as observers, reflecting the ongoing skepticism, even as the administration frames this meeting as a diplomatic breakthrough. Of course, the event took place in the backdrop of a possible military confrontation between the United States and Iran, with the Middle East region on the edge. Susan Tahrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.